Hello everyone, this is Venkatesh Panyam, your physics dude. Welcome to the exciting world of physics. Today, I'm going to tell you the story of horsepower. We all use this term in our day-to-day life whenever we buy a motor. So let's see who introduced the term horsepower, how it is introduced, why it is introduced, and when it is introduced. All that we'll discuss in this video. First of all, what is meant by horsepower? We all know that it is the unit of power. Power is measured in watt. We know that power is nothing but work by time. So we say joule per second, which we take it as watt. This is the SI unit of power. But the commercial unit of power is the horsepower. So what is the horsepower? As I said, it is the unit of power. It is used to express the rate at which work is done. That's what I said, work done by time. So horsepower will tell you how much work particular machine can do in a given time. So where it is used, as I said, it is used to express the output of a motor or engine. A motor or an engine. So generally the output of a motor or engine is expressed in horsepower. So whenever you buy a motor or engine, its power is always expressed in terms of horsepower. So who introduced this unit? This unit was introduced by James Watt. Why he wanted to use this, we'll discuss that. Okay, and this was actually first introduced by James Watt. He's a Scottish engineer, and he introduced this unit in the late 18th century. This unit was introduced by James Watt, and to honor him, the power was the name of this scientist was taken as the unit of power. The watt, we all know that the unit of power. So only to honor this great engineer, this watt is used as the unit of unit of power. And the same man who did an extensive research on engines and who ultimately made a steam engine was given this name was given as a power. So James Watt introduced this horsepower in the year 18th century. Now, why he introduced this unit? That's a question. We all know that in the olden days, that is in 17th and 18th century, many regular works, daily works were done with the help of animals. And among all the animals, the one animal which is very efficient is the horse. So in England, all these people who are working in fields or some small industries, they used to use horses for doing all their works, for carrying goods from one place to another place, even for lifting water. So they use this what called as horses. So James Watt actually he developed his steam engine. He want to sell his steam engines, but the people are not convinced. Still, they want to use their horses only. Now he want to increase his sales, and he want to what called as compare the efficiency of this steam engine with the help of these draft horses. What are these draft horses? These draft horses are nothing but strong horses which are mainly used in fields for lifting goods or carrying goods. Okay, all that. So he wanted to compare this steam engine power or the efficiency of steam engine with the help of that horse, and by that time he want to convince all the people that a steam engine can do better work than a horse. So for that reason only he introduced this horsepower. You want to compare. Now what is a horse mill? Let us see. As I said, in those days everybody used these mills which are pulled by horses for lifting water or for grinding purpose, all that. So a horse mill is a mill that uses a horse engine as the power source. It was for grinding grain and pumping water. So this was the machine that people used to use in those days. And now he proved that his steam engine was better than a horse mill. Let us see how did he prove and how he convinced the people to call it as this engine is better than that. So the James Watt used this idea to sell his steam engine. What he calculated, he found that in a horse mill, if you look at a wheel is there, and he found that the radius of that wheel is found to be nearly 3.7 meters. In general, the radius of the wheel was found to be 3.7 meters. And he found that a horse can turn this wheel of radius R 144 times, nearly 144 times in 1 hour. See, a horse can turn this wheel 144 times in 1 hour. The radius of the wheel is 3.7. And he also found that a horse can exert a force of nearly 800 Newton in order to turn this wheel. Then he calculated the power. We know power is nothing but we say force into displacement by time. What is the displacement or the distance covered, distance moved by it? So here this distance is nothing but a number of rotations into circumference of the wheel, that is 2 pi r. So we can say 144 times into 2 pi r. Now let us substitute all these values, and P is equal to 800 into total distance traveled is 144 times 2 pi into radius of the wheel, as I said, 3.7, and whole upon how much is the time? 1 hour. So nothing but 3,600 seconds. When he calculated, this value came to be 743.55. So which we generally take it as 750. When you round it up, we'll take it as nearly 745 watt. So that means in 1 hour, a horse can produce 745 watts of power. That's what he proved. And he did one more experiment where he used the horse to lift nearly, this is 550 pounds. He found that a horse can lift 550 pounds of weight through nearly 1 feet. This is around 1 feet distance in 1 second. This is the other experiment he did. A horse can lift a load of 550 pounds through 1 feet in 1 second. He again calculated the power. So power in this case is work by time again. So mgh by t. So mass lifted is 250, g 9.8, height lifted is 0.3048 meters. Whole upon the time is only 1, and this comes out to be around, again the same, 746 around. So which is around 746.76 watt. So from these two examples, he could prove that a very strong horse, a draft horse, can produce maximum power of 746 watt. So this is the horsepower. The horsepower we generally take it as 745 or nearly 746 or something. We nearly take it as 750 watt. So he said that a horse can produce maximum of only 750 watt, but his engine, steam engine, can produce better power than this. So when he compared the horsepower with the steam engine, and he convinced the people that a steam engine a better option than these horses, and slowly the people started replacing those horses with the help of steam engines, and that's how he sold his steam engines to many people. So this is a story behind the horsepower. I hope you enjoyed this video. Thank you. And if you really like my content, do not forget to subscribe my channel and don't forget to share my content with your friends. Let's all make physics an interesting subject. Thanks for listening. Happy physics.